love.
Yes.
Did you know that last night was Frozen Frenzy? Actually, I text Jeff and Paulie that supposedly I didn't get on to research it because I believe what I was told, which maybe I shouldn't, but I believe what I was told. That evidently last night every team in the the NHL played last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Every team.
That's what they say. It was Frozen Frenzy.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Watch the Capitals.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're good. Watch the Capitals beat the Flyers. And I text Jeff and Paul. Good.
You know what? Noah put something up about it.
And I text when they were when Jeff, Judy, Paulie, Stacy were down at the end of January. I guess playoffs just started, right? So what is he barking at?
He wants to come
He
out.
just always barks, man. Do I have to go let him out?
Well, unless you want him to keep barking.
Oh my God. All right, keep moving.
Poor Dookie. He just wants to be a part.
He's a part already. All right. So anyway, where I was going with this is, when they were down, and Jeff loves the Bruins. They were in the playoffs, and I got to say, I don't know how many games we watched. At least 2, if not 3, while they were here. Duke's going to end up biting somebody there.
Hey.
Ended up watching, and then you kind of gave me the permission to kind of watch hockey.
Sure.
And I really got into playoffs. Back in the day, way back in the day, in a different lifetime, man, I had home team sports was a big deal on cable companies, and there's the county had 2 major. The county had 2 cable companies. One was Comcast, served everybody, and home team sports with the Orioles, the Capitals, paid extra, right? But living in the northern part of the county, I think it was called Clearview Cable Company. They gave you home team sports because they just wanted to. They needed subscribers. So anyway, really got in the Capitals game. The Capitals. I got to go to a Capitals game one time through like a sales meeting kind of thing for a salesman that we were a vendor of a salesman. Vendor? No, we were
the customer
we were
of a vendor.
Account. We were an account of the salesman. So he took us down. Al Iafrate still played for the Capitals. Big Al. He didn't wear a helmet. But anyway, where am I going with this? It was Frozen Frenzy. That's what I wanted you to know. Did you know it was Frozen Frenzy? And did you hear any of the game last night?
Nope.
Because pretty much...
Nope and nope.
I guess as soon as you came back for your shower, I said a couple different things to you. And then we went to bed.
Yeah, because I was tired.
Well, and we got up super early this morning. We've already talked about dog training. Well, it's the commitment to... I don't know if it's commitment excellence, but it's definitely the commitment to train. So,
definitely.
All right. The sun is setting here at the Pitboss World Headquarters outdoor studio. The leaves look beautiful. We are not in PEI, Canada right now, which I got to tell you, past Sunday when we would have been driving up, I am kind of bummed out about that still. Anyway, I've already talked about that once, so I just want to recap that, reiterate that.
Yep.
But yes. Really, what I want to talk about is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 60. Seaduck hunting right here in Maryland has already taken place. And except for 2 wind days, I have to say it was fairly successful. Maybe I had Marsh Boys podcast. They were down, and they corrected me and said that it was as advertised. I think the very first Saturday, was not quite as advertised, but they had a great time. How about this? A good time was had by all. They did shoot birds. They saw birds. We saw more teal than we did scoter for whatever reason, heading south. But then Monday through Saturday, it was on. 2 days there, just a little bit too windy. Monday it was windy. Monday, Tuesday, a group from Ohio. They hung out. They still had a great time on Tuesday. Tuesday was as advertised. Wednesday, a local group from the Upper Eastern Shore blowing its rear end off. The ocean was just flat out big. And any other place I could go, like it's blowing out of the north at 20, 25, pushing 30 knots. Like there is no place to get out of the wind and or the place that I could get into the as advertised birds. Plus, honestly, they're local. They want to go in the ocean.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get in the ocean. So Yet to be determined what's going to happen there. I think they're going to rebook for next year. I just really still have not heard 100% the ending of that. So that was day 5. So then brings up day 6 and 7, who did partly my fault last year, just the way the calendar fell. Duke's looks like he's going to eat somebody.
Mash. Sorry.
Yeah. They're licking Duke's mouth. His bacteria, smelly,
his boxer jowls,
fleshy skin that they just attack that stuff. And he's actually really pretty good about it. But anyway, Duck Blind Bistro, John, Paul, and Jay. Jay did not make it up this year, but they were on schedule to come up last year. It just didn't work out. But this year it worked out really well. I don't want to give out. Do I give away the outcome instantly, or do I kind of talk about it before I say what the outcome was?
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Okay. So give it away, or talk. Just say it, or talk about it.
No, just talk about it. Okay. Lead up to it.
Yeah. Okay. So again, the wind kind of fell off, but the ocean's still big. When I say big, 6-7 footers out of the northeast, and even the spot on the bay where I knew there would be birds, but straight out of the north. Friday morning, I just was not sure. I told them, hey, dropped a pin, let me get there. You guys take your time because it's going to be windy. I think I told them to be there at 6:30.
Okay. And these are Alabama boys, so they flew into Salisbury, so they were full on committed and wanted to get the hunt done.
Yeah, 100%. First thing they did when they got in the area, they went to Crabs to Go. Yeah. Mark was working, and he kept saying, hey, I went in there on I went in there on Sunday, for the NFL special. Buy 2 pounds, get 1 free. And I said something to him about, I'm getting a message about
training.
Yep.
Dog training.
It's right easy. 9 o'clock on his farm.
Oh, perfect.
You want to go?
Talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. All right, so first thing they do, they flew into Salisbury, flew American, which I'm glad they did. Short little drive, maybe 20, 25 minutes.
Rented a Ford Transit passenger van.
They did. It was big. 6 of them in there comfortably with all their guns and gear. He shipped the shells here, so I had them for him. Went to Crabs to Go, and they had awesome. He told me the soft shell crab sandwich was awesome. So that's what they had. Let me rewind. So when I went in on Sunday to get the shrimp, I told him, Mark, I was like, hey man, my guys came in, and he's like, oh man, I just didn't really see him, but there was these other guys I met. I'm like, who were they? He's like, oh, like equipment guys from Alabama. I said, no, that's them. He's like, oh man, I talked to him, but I didn't know it was Duck Blind Bistro. He's like, yep. He's like, well, I was expecting to see like Duck Blind Bistro apparel, not equipment, earth moving apparel. But anyway, super nice guys. He said he appreciated it, so they got to enjoy that. They went out and about, saw different kinds of things. So they had dinner at the Shark, so they had another great seafood dinner.
It was good.
Yeah,
I didn't ask him, actually.
Well, they told me it was good.
Good.
Shark on the harbor. And I said, all right, so look, let's just go over there, take your time, because it's going to be windy. I got there, and it just really wasn't that bad. I walked on around the outside, and I was like, yeah, it's windy, but like I don't think it's that bad. So anyway, got the boat in order. They showed up. We went out there. I did give away one of the new high-head common scoter to the decoy gods. It floated down the bay, and I hope whoever got it, appreciates it,
Or if you want to donate some money to the cause.
I do feel bad. I know you said, how did it happen? I clipped it on the line, in the boat, in the shop before I left. And anyway, it was my bad. It was windy. I believe it was on the second line, and when I towed it, put that line out and towed back, I lost it. And the other thing was there were so many freaking crab pots around. Like my eyes were like, it was a crab pot or the crab pots, anyway, all kinds of dots on the water, and it just happened. It didn't take me long to realize that it was gone, but after it was too long. But 6 of them shot 18, mostly surfs, a few common scoter. I think we were done by 10 o'clock. Shooting was good. The birds flew well. The birds decoyed well, and just an all-around good time. The ramp was very, very busy, and so I said, hey man, let's instead of sitting here kind of getting beat up, and firing up the stove and all, I said let's go to another location. We'll line the birds up, take a picture, and I said then we'll cook. We'll fire the stove up, fire the Duck Blind Bistro up. They got on me. I didn't have any jelly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
All right, we'll hook you up.
John Luke, he easy. Oh, my land.
Mailbox demons.
Yep.
Dookie.
They're just assholes.
Yeah. Well, he's teaching.
They're beating up on Scoter, too.
Yes. Poor Scooter. At least she runs faster than them still. Scooter, come on. Yeah, good girl.
She kind of gets underneath the table here. Yeah, so he did leave a jar of grape jelly, but I didn't think grape jelly with cream of clam, cream of crab, Maryland crab went together, but evidently
maybe it's two different meals.
Evidently, yeah. They were really about jelly. So we have jelly now. So the jelly will be part of, thanks to Duck Blind Bistro, the jelly will be part of the
condiments available.
Yeah, I was going to say entourage. That's not the word I want to use, but they're just beating her up.
I think she kind of likes it.
Yeah.
Is it mash though? Is that rye?
That's rye.
Scudder's here. She's not in the mix yet.
You sure?
Yeah, the boys are just beating mash
up. All right, well,
up.
good. Then that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, Scoter's not getting beat up. Scoter's little. She's the littlest one of the bunch. Anyway, I'll get off on a tangent. I used to think she was a big dog until the puppies were born. So, anyway, long story short, Friday, day 6 of 60 was a very good day. Very good day. We came back. They kind of chilled out a little bit. We didn't chill out because we were like go because had to get stuff ready, and they came over at 4 o'clock. Right, so came over. I did can I call it my famous? What would I call that? It's not. It's not original. It's not original at all. But I did it.
Sausage, pineapple,
meatballs, minis,
smokies, little smokies,
cut up sausage,
smoked sausage, like Polish sausage or whatever.
Barbecue sauce and
a can of crushed pineapple.
Yeah, and just let it. It was on the pellet grill, just doing its thing.
It was really damn good.
It really was. They showed up at 4. It still really wasn't done. So as I showed them around the shop, showed them everything, I cranked that bad boy up, and by the time we came back, it was right.
Yep, so, it was 6 hungry boys.
Yeah. So it was all good. So had a good evening here. Did a little bit of a fire around the fire pit. The new patio's just done. So that was all. It was all good.
It was awesome. It was a beautiful night too. So
yeah, it really was. It got a little crazy at the end, if you want to say it, where our Moscow Russian neighbor Max showed up, and I won't say things went off the rails, but it got a little on the crazy side. So
okay.
I didn't do anything crazy.
It made him laugh.
Yeah, they had a good time.
Yeah.
Actually, they went to his house, and Max evidently has, we have not seen it, has an extensive reptile collection, and he broke out some snakes, and some guys did not want to touch the snakes, and some did like to touch the snakes. So anyway, it was all good. And I told him, I was like, look, well, they told me, so hey, how about we meet at, I think we met at, honestly, I said 6:30. I think on Friday we met at 6, and they saw how it worked. I was like, why don't we meet at 7? Like, all right, whatever time you want to meet, I'm fine.
Yeah, they just wanted to pack up.
Yeah, whatever. I'm good.
Clear out of the Airbnb.
Yep. And I did say, hey, there's not going to be any wind tomorrow. So we get there, and there was not a breath of wind. So much so, the moon was very, very bright, and it was a strong reflection on the water because there was no ripple in the water. We get out there, and I just said, the joking thing is, I guess if you're a guide, hey, you should have been here yesterday, right? I hear that quite a bit, and so my little joke is, hey, you're not supposed to say, hey, you should have been here yesterday, right? But because you guys were here yesterday, I'm going to say, hey, you should have been here yesterday, because yesterday was the day. Today, I don't know. And they're like, they're not going to fly? I said, no, they'll fly. I said, but there's like not a breath of air. The water's slick, calm. I said, they're not going to decoy. So we get out there. We get set up. And again, they showed up at 7 now, so an hour later. Because they did not show up at 6:30. We met at 6 on Friday. So we're an hour later, get out there. It's bright. A couple birds flying. We get set up, and we kind of sat there. And I'm like, oh, man, this is not good. So, I love to talk, if you didn't know it. So we're talking, and all of a sudden, they had like 3 singles come in, boom, boom, boom. They got 3. I was like, okay, well, that's good. I even said something to the effect of, hey, we need 15 more. So, you know what? I'd be good if we get 15 more singles. And they were like, yeah, that's great. And then, like, all of a sudden, 3 became 5, became 8. And now all of a sudden they're like knocking down bunches of them.
Yeah, they were good shooters too.
They came to shoot. And instead of it being 10 o'clock, at like 9:30, we had our limit.
Yeah.
So, like, I was very surprised, happily surprised, but it just worked out really, really well. So,
Yep, and they're taking some for mounts.
Yep, got mounts. We still got to get this thing shipped. They're in the freezer. We got them tagged, but we still got to get them. We got to get them shipped. All in all, a great way to end the last 2 days. Day 6 and day 7 of 60, because we have a big split now, almost 4 weeks before the season kicks back in. But yeah, I've got. They said they had a great time. I got a couple. I got one really nice email about a follow up about the experience that they had, and I just got to say, man, like Duck Blind Bistro, John Paul Lambert, great people, and it was just I'd have them stay here. I'd have them come back anytime they'd want. So a bit beyond them being part of what we're doing on the podcast.
Good people.
Yeah, he reached out to me way back in the day. He was wanting to. Evidently, they think somehow like I know how to market things, which I don't think that I do. But they were like really, hey, could you help us with this? Help us with that? And we talked. And this was before the podcast. And so I told him what I thought. My thoughts were. I did not. I'm jumping around. They went and did Baton Rouge, the Delta Waterfowl show, which I didn't really follow up to see how they did, but they said they did great.
Yeah.
Sold out. They said about $5,000 worth of sales there, which was really good for them. And I think the biggest part, I won't say problem, but the biggest part of their struggle is that they are so busy with the earth moving business and equipment that Duck Blind Bistro just doesn't get a lot of time, like time and effort. So.
Yeah.
I think that's a shortcoming or
and they just opened a restaurant.
Yep.
Down there too.
Yep.
I can't remember the town without my phone.
It's near Birmingham. I do know that.
Yeah.
And they knew
502 was it?
And
302, 502. I don't know.
They know Josh Butler.
Yeah, so if you're ever down that way in Alabama, drop into their new restaurant, and it's a speakeasy, and was it a cigar lounge? Was that
Yes. Yep. John Paul loves cigars.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Friday there was no wind at all. That he actually, he wanted to enjoy a cigar on the boat, and he did. So, all good. I don't want to make it like an infomercial, but Duck Blind Bistro is the ultimate outdoor oven. Check them out at duckblindbistro.com. So, again, I have to rate. So I'm going to rewind here for a second. So it's been 3 years that there's been no Seaduck, special Seaduck season. The first year was definitely light on birds. Last year was very strong. Last year I went every day. And the only day I remember being a little odd was the day 7 was Saturday. It was in the ocean all 7 days. And I just remember the last day being a little off. If I was going to rank the last 3 years, I would say last year was number 1. This year was a strong number 2, and the first year was number 3 as far as seeing birds. Basically, seeing the amount of birds. That's what you got to see birds. The way that I target sea ducks, I guess with really any ducks or anything you're hunting, you got to see them. But definitely, the way that I'm targeting sea ducks, you got to see them. If you don't see them, you're not going to have the opportunity to to get them to decoy. So. That's my first 7 days. We're 88 low 80s here today. I'm gonna say the bottom's gonna fall out of it, but definitely maybe 15, 18 degrees cooler tomorrow, and hopefully it kind of continues, a downward trend
in cooler temps.
Yeah, that we get cooler temps, and that we have a winter. What did you say you heard somebody say about winter? It was not going to be cold, but definitely wetter.
Was it El Nino, El Nina? But I can't remember which one it was. Justin Burke, he's a Maryland,
Baltimore guy.
Yeah, Baltimore guy,
Yep.
weatherman. But yes, it might be slightly warmer, but wetter, with increased chance of those freak heavy snowstorms.
Does that mean moist? It'll be moister?
Yes, moist.
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 All right. Paulie. Sweet Paulie, 69? I don't know what his number
go on there.
66, 69. Anyway, we're thinking of you moist. So, All right, love, you got anything else?
With the sea ducks? No,
Yeah,
we just
duck
need
hunting.
to, keep keep you busy here. Finishing up decoys, starting
Decoys.
the teal. If anyone is interested in purchasing any of these finished decoys that Jeff is working on, you can text me 410-459-7954. That is my number. I am the gatekeeper to him, so he stays focused.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was the plan all along. Truthfully, when you quit your job, that's what I wanted you to do.
Because he gets distracted.
And I know I'm a hot mess. I'm not hot, but I'm a hot mess. So I realize that.
You're hot, love.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But
you know what's going to be even hotter?
What's that?
When you're in your suit for your daughter's wedding.
Ooh, yeah. Like actually, I guess just I don't know how many years it's been since I've been in a suit, but man, like the material is much, much different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's like everything else. It has a little give to it. Anyway, I'm kind of excited about getting.
I'm sure photos will follow.
Yeah. So we'll definitely post stuff up. All right. So look, back to decoys. We have a bunch of common scoter that are ready to go, ready to be shipped. The surf scoter are 99% ready to go. Mm-hmm. I would say after tomorrow they will be 100% ready to go. These dogs. Will be 100% ready to go. Well, she jumped on
What's
that.
mute here? Which one's me?
That one.
Hey!
All right. That was your dog, too. Mm-hmm. My dog. Surf Scoter we got ready to go. Green Wing Teal all sold out, but I'm about to cut up another sheet, so there'll be another 18 or so Green Wing Teal. Cutting up another sheet for Bear's Goldeneye, which we're going to use. As long as I can get them done, we're going to use them up on PEI here in the next, I don't know how many, next month? I don't know how many weeks is it. Anyway.
5 weeks.
They're going to PEI. I think when I cut those out, I think I'm going to cut out a few of the, that's one of Gam's nurses. Maybe she just texted me too while we're sitting there, somebody did. But I'm going to break out the old school pattern, the 2000-2001 canvasback pattern, make a couple of those. And I still have some widgeon to paint. There's some brand new widgeon that are still available too. So if anybody's looking for any gunning decoys, a rig, a single, a pair, whatever the number is, please reach out to Karen. You can reach out to me too. I'm just going to direct you to Karen. So that, and we're going to have some more apparel, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I still really would like to, again, the original logo that Scott Moody did back in 1999. I think I'd like to do maybe a very limited run. I found somebody that can do like 20 pieces at a reasonable price. And we're thinking about readjusting our prices. We talked about that this morning a little bit.
Yeah. We don't want to, sell them at so that we're losing money, but we're not necessarily looking to get rich off it either. No. So
yeah. So there may be a different price structure coming down the pike here shortly too. So you can go on pitbosswaterfowl.com/shop S. Maybe the crown is hitting me, love. Or I'm just dyslexic. It's probably more dyslexia than the crown, but SHOP. So I think that's all I got. Mm-hmm. You guys, anything you want to add?
No. I just, hopefully we'll just stay busy. I know we had big plans maybe to finish some of these posts here under the awning. Wrap them in cedar. I think it's more important that you get these decoys done.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say don't that's a spring project.
You're the one that said.
Well, I say a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Just reminding you.
I say a lot of stuff, but I think that's definitely a spring project. Hunt test. We got a couple more hunt test weekends still here, so we get a little bit of recap on that. And that's all I got. So they're barking like assholes. This is the Pit Boss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods, mymollys.com. Fuel your adventure at Molly's Place Sporting Goods, MYMOLLYS.com. Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Everyone at Molly's, thank you very much. Up next, Turtle Box Audio. Live loud. I think the ultimate Bluetooth speaker still should be their tagline, but Turtle Box. We love Turtle Box. I still need to get the Gen 1 charger. I just need to jump online and get that thing done. But turtleboxaudio.com. Up next, I've already said it, the ultimate outdoor oven. We love our Duck Blind Bistro. If you're unfamiliar with the Duck Blind Bistro, please go. You can check out some of the old videos that I have on YouTube, the Instagram account, or go to @DuckBlindBistro or DuckBlindBistro.com. Check them out. Yes?
Geoff has his, right?
He does have
his. Oh, good. So we don't need to take ours up there.
you have to talk to Jeff about that.
All right, Geoff. I'm relying on you. We've got to limit our stuff that we're taking up there.
Yep, we're going to travel light this year. I keep saying that, but we really are going to travel light. Up next, Punishing the Docks and Rocks, Steve Hoover. We appreciate you all the way from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Duck Water Boats. If you're in the market for duck water, if you're in the market for a duck boat, anywhere from a 10-foot mini-me, he gives me credit for naming it that. When I picked up the Ocean 32, he was making the mini-me all the way up to the Ocean 32, and he's talking about making a bigger boat. If he makes a bigger boat, we probably have to buy it. But anyway, duckwaterboats.com. Steve Hoover, thank you very much. Gunner Kennels, man's best kennel, gunner.com. I keep saying it. We use them in the house, and we use them in the we use them in the T350. Yep. Not the F350, but the T350 is outfitted with 6 of the large gunners. So check them out if you're looking for man's best kennel, gunner.com. And we talked about it again today. Seafood. This is the best time of the year for crabs in Maryland. So we need to go to Crabs to Go and pick up some. Man, those dogs just keep barking. Yep. Pick up our. We like to get the crabs cold. So we want to get the cold crabs, Maryland crabs. Hot steamed is the way, but at the same time, just for sitting and picking them, I like them cold. I think they taste better. So anyway, crabstogo.com, easily found on Routes 50 and Route 589. No more Whaleyville wagon tails, but pitbosswaterfowl.com. PITBOSS waterfowl.com, now booking for the 2025-26 season. Is that it, love? You want to say anything?
Nope. I think we'll wrap it up and go yell at a couple of dogs out there barking.
Yep, the outdoor studio, the sun's setting, a shower's calling my name. The Crown Black already called, which I answered, but the shower's calling my name next. So
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. All right, we appreciate you following along. Thank you very much, love. Love you. Thank you very much. And we appreciate you that are still hopefully listening to us right here at the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. As always, from Pitboss World Headquarters, thinking of you we are. Boom, right there.
Cheers.
Cheers, salute.